up, everybody? Shout out to everybody who had a good day last night, good night, whatever the case may be. Look at my snap going on. Hey, though. First of all, like, subscribe if you like the video. Hopefully you check my last video. Hopefully there was some beneficial information in there for you. Secondly, this is the day after the trade deadline. So what you need to do, and from here and going on forward, if you don't, can we please get this off the board, please? If you don't, you need to know your personnel, okay? You need to be glued to Twitter. If you're not following Fantasy Labs NBA with your notifications on, then you're probably doing it wrong. Ain't no probably, you are. You need to know who's in and out, who's available, you know what I'm saying, and who benefits, because there's money to be made. You might know everything, but there's some other peoples out here that don't know everything. Shout out to my Facebook family, my Facebook group. I love them. All my Twitter followers, thank you. And thanks for the support. Even my YouTube community who don't like Twitter, who don't like Facebook or whatever the case may be, shout out to you. Shout out to my boy who keep trying to tip me on Cash App. It's all good, bro. Anyway, look, I wasn't going to do a video today, but I'm like, fuck it, man. You know, I got something to point out right here. Same game parlay, but it's informational, and it could be beneficial in prop betting and things like that, okay? And this applies for this team, and it could apply for many more teams coming off the first day after the trade deadline. So let's get right into it. And this will be a game that nobody's probably targeting, but you know, there's money to be made, and there's some value picks here. So we're going to talk about, I want to keep this fucking video short, okay? We want to talk about this Portland and Orlando game, all right? So we're going to go over here to same game parlay. So we see it, well, a lot of player props and everything, probably compact sitting right there for us, okay? I done got blind. Okay, here we go. Okay, we know no Dame. You know, we'll have CJ, possibly no Nurkic is supposed to come back today, all right? Yusuf Nurkic, you know, he's supposed to come back today. I don't know, he might play anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes. So that's going to hurt the value of Enes Kanter, okay? Going forward. We have an over-under as 216.5. Portland favored by 9.5 right now. So we're going to head over here to the same game parlay section. And what I want to let you guys know, Orlando is limited to, I want to say Orlando should have 10 players available today, okay? 10 players, all right? Not 10. I'm sorry. They should have 8 players available today. No more than 9. So that means somebody's got to score, okay? So going over that roster, we'll have Michael Carter-Williams in play today. Chasson Randall, Dwayne Bacon, Maine, James Enes, Okeke, all right, Keem Birch, who's not in the player pool right now, Mo Bamba, who's not in the player pool, which I can't understand why. It's crazy. I wish he was in there. And then, and that's it. You know, they got 8 players available today. Somebody got to get out there and do something, all right? Now, keep in mind, this video is for informational purposes, okay? You can take some of these guys as one-offs, whatever you want to do, all right? Take some stabs at them at straight bets, you know what I'm saying? So, just, something to keep in mind. I'm going to touch on the Orlando side just to make this video a little bit shorter, all right? So, let's start off in the 10-point section, okay? Dwayne Bacon, we know he has 10-point upside. His odds are pretty high, all right? Along with Michael Carter Williams. These guys will garner most of the usage. Okiki as well, and the rest of this team, because there's a shortage here. All right, they just lost all of their higher usage players: Vucevic, Aaron Gordon, and Evan Fournier. So all the highest usage players are gone, and then Aminu, who was coming around. So they you have Terrence Ross, who's listed as out right now, but keep an eye out on that. I don't know if he's in or out. Let me check the information on Terrence Ross. And I'm quite sure he's out, or he just don't, he hates it there. So of course he should be out. So they have that. Now there's some value to be had here, okay? Michael Carter Williams has 10 in a spot like this, and the matchup isn't bad, okay? He has 10 to 15 point upside, depending on which way you want to take it, all right? Enos does as well, okay? He has 10 to 15 point upside. These guys might have 20 point upside. It's up to you, Okiki, he has 10 to 15 point upside, okay? He's somebody who was breaking through, taking minutes from Keem Birch and things like that, okay? So, if I was to, just say if I was to go with the 10 points for the Michael Carter Williams, the Enos, and the Okiki, and, but knowing these guys have 15 point upside, a guy like Dwayne Bacon has 15, 20, 25 point upside. He's going to have all the usage. He's someone who's going to take a ton of shots, okay? So even if you wanted to take him for 15 points, let's say you wanted to take Michael Carter Williams for 15 points. The guards have great matchups here, okay? There's some decent matchups for the guards here. And you wanted Enos for a round. Enos has 15 point upside. A veteran, if you just say you want to take him for 10 points, and Okiki for 10 points, okay? Right there off the back, you've built, for a wager of $10, you've built a almost $50 purse at 48.47. And if you wanted to go into the, and like I said, I'm not even touching on the Blazers side of things right now. I'm just gonna stay right around the Orlando side of things. Just like for an Orlando stack. Assists might be hard to come around. You never know. But Michael Carter Williams does have 4 assists upside. Moving along to the rebound section. James Enos is somebody who can rebound the ball. His odds are really, really, really high right now, so he's somebody I wouldn't even be thinking about. The 4 rebounds is just really, really too high for him. But an interesting odds right here is Okiki, especially when you go to the 6 rebound section right here. He has a decent prop. He's going to be out there, so I don't mind him at the 6 rebounds. And then, you built yourself a nice, strong parlay right there at $78 if you was to wager 10. And keep in mind, you don't even have to, these are just my thoughts of who I think can hit, okay? Now, that's minus the Portland Trailblazers players, okay? Now, if you was to go over here to the player points section, as of right now, they have the alternates out, okay? So, with that, if I was to, go over to the but you know what though, in the same can parlay section, though, you can take like Portland on the money line if you wanted to. You can do other things like alternate the total and everything right there. You can alternate the spread right here. So it's going to be a lot of things that you'll be able to do over here to make to profit here. You know what I'm saying? You can alternate. You can take Portland. You can add some juice to the spread or whatever. You can bring it down. You can take Portland Trail Blazers 3.5, whatever you want to do. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You can take the you could I went away from him. You can even lay a bet on the total. Okay, these are some bets that that you could look at within this game. All right, so you could lay a bet on double result right here. Well, the Portland Trail Blazers first half, second half. You can let lay bets like that. The win margin, Blazers 11 plus. You can lay bets like that, all within the same game parlay. So it's ways to make this parlay sexy for you. You know what I'm saying? So don't just limit yourself. All right, and keep in mind, I haven't picked any Blazers players as of yet. And even if you want to go to the total, you can go to the alternate alternate totals. If you got a certain number in mind that you think it's going to go over, you can alternate it for yourself. All right. If you got a number in mind that you wanted to go under, you can alternate that yourself, okay? You know what I'm saying? I don't care what the odds may be. If you know it's safe, then you know it's safe, So that's something that you could really, 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 really take advantage of. And then, if you're not, and this applies for all games right here, okay? Certain times of the day, you get the alternate points for each player that comes out. And where you could, a lot of people know this and a lot of people don't, and a lot of people forget, you know what I'm saying? So when you got guys, let's say, well, I don't want to do none of that shit. I'm looking at Dwayne Bacon today, okay? I think he might come out there and start baking, So, if you want to take him at over 17.5 points, you know what I'm saying? Or better, you can get some pretty good odds. If you think he's just going to come out there and put up 23 points today at plus 280, jump on it. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? You feel like he's going to give him 25 tonight, just, at plus 430. You can do that, okay? And if you don't want him to go under a certain amount of points, then, okay, be my guest. They have that as well, okay? Michael Carter Williams. 16.5, if you get 15.5, so on and so forth. You can look at that yourself. Where things are going to get tricky and things are going to get kind of tricky right here is Okiki, all right? They have his prop set at maximum 14.5 points, okay? He can be efficient. He can be efficient. He was behind a lot of high usage players, okay? Let me go to Okiki real fast. Recently, he just had a double-digit fantasy. I'm used to talking about fantasy. He had a double-digit point game recently. He comes in and plays the 4 a lot, might slide to the 5, and, it is what it is. Like I say, he's not a high-usage player, hasn't been a high-usage player. But given the opportunity right here, he really showed up in that Phoenix game, okay? He put up 17 points, all right? He was pretty efficient, 6 from the field, and he went 4 for 4 for 3, okay? But if you're in the event you think he can give you 12 points to 13 points, I'm not opposed to taking a stab there, all right? That'll just about do it, okay? Now, once you look and you find out and you know what's going on with these injuries across the league, there's going to be many players out there, okay, that you could find value in these prop bets, all right? Especially if you know your personnel. Take advantage of these injuries and, these trades and things like that. These teams that's shorthanded and stuff like that, all right? Like, subscribe to the video, man. Check me out on Twitter. All the links to my social media outlets should be in the description. With that being said, I'm out, man. I need to get to it.